here with Senior Beadwork Editor Jean Campbell, and today we're talking about spirals, and you're going to show us spiral herringbone. This is one of my favorite stitches.
It's really a cool stitch because it's very versatile, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, and there's so many things that you can do with it too, which you'll show us after we learn how to make the stitch.
First, we gotta learn.
All right, let's learn.
So I'm gonna do most herringbone stitch. It's good to start with a ladder. And so I want to show you how to do ladder stitch first. Okay. So I'm just starting out with a length of thread, and I'm going to pick up, I'm using size 8 seed beads.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Easy to see on camera. And I'm picking up 4, and I'm going to pass through those 4 again. And then just to tighten it up, I'm going to pass through those first 2 again.
Yep.
All right. So now I'm going to switch to my other color and pick up 2. You see how those are sitting side by side?
Yes.
Their holes aren't touching, it's their sides. They're all buddied up next to each other. So now I picked up 2 of the second color, and I'm going to pass through the last 2 I exited, and through the 2 I just added. So now I've got 3 little stacks.
All right.
Now I want to do 6 stacks across. So just watch and learn while I add 2, pass through the 2 I just added. I'm going to add 2 of the green again.
And is this so that you're basically setting the foundation here for the spiral, right?
Well, this is foundation for herringbone stitch. So even if you were going to do a flat herringbone stitch, ladder stitch is a good technique to use.
Okay.
So I've got my 6 stacks, and this is flat, but I want it to be a circle. So I'm going to put these 2 together and just make a ladder stitch so that
so
we've
you
got
stitch
a
it
ring
together there.
Right. So I want to show you, so now I've got this little ring, see?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you on the illustration what we just did.
Okay.
So I picked up 4 and I passed through them again, and then I passed through those first 2 again. And then I added 2 of a different color and passed through the last 2 I exited, and then passed through again.
And the color choice that you make is up to you. I mean, this
Totally
is going to
up
be the
to you.
stripes that you're creating in your spiral, right?
I put the other color in there so that you could see the spiral.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
then let me show you on the next illustration how we made it into a ring. So this is your 6 stacks, and you're coming out here, you're just stitching the last 2 stacks together.
To make it a tube.
Right, right.
Great.
So the next thing you're going to want to do is put 1 row of herringbone stitch. And herringbone stitch, super easy. Pick up 2 of the same color that you're coming out of, pass down through the next bead in the ring, and up through the following.
And then it makes your beads kind of settle and on the diagonal.
Right. So I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm picking up 1 of this color bead and 1 of the next.
So you maintain that the spiraling color pattern too while you're going.
Right. And my beads aren't spiraling yet because this is just plain old herringbone stitch. Do you see how when I add the 2 beads, I'm adding the same colors that they're going to be sitting over?
Yes.
So now I want to step up to get to the next round. So I'm coming down through here to make the final stitch, but I want to step up to get ready for our next round. And so instead of coming up just through the top bead, I'll come up through 2.
Okay.
So that'll make it nice and even. But now we get to spiral.
Yay!
Yay, spiraling. So I'm gonna pick up 2. We're doing a herringbone stitch again, but it's just a little bit different. So I'm picking up 2 and I'm passing down through the top bead of the previous round, but instead of passing up through 1, I'm gonna pass up through 2
Okay.
and pull tight. Now that's gonna be, you're not really gonna notice the spiral right away. So I'm passing down through 1, passing up through 2.
And you start to see it developing the more you go around,
See
right?
how those little top things are wonking out a little bit?
Yeah,
Technical term.
right. It's good to throw that lingo in there.
Yes. Passing down through 1. Now this is the final stitch in this round. So remember I was passing up through 2, but to step up, I need to pass up through 3.
Very good.
So I want to show you on the illustration what we just did.
Okay, so this graph right here.
Yeah. So it's shown flat so that you can understand it better. But I added 2, I passed down through 1, and then the thread kind of moves over and I pass up through
Through the next row.
2 of the previous row.
Okay.
So now let me show you what happens in the next row. So we're going to pick up 2 and pass up through 3.
All right, so the last, or the next row, you continue in that same pattern?
So pick up 2, pass up through 3.
Right, and if you
So
look
you
at
just
these-
keep doing that around and around and around.
And you can create all of these different looks, all with the same stitch.
Exactly.
We'll have all of these instructions online.